Elden Ring is no doubt one of the most talked about and anticipated games set to release in 2022. There are few games nowadays that demand your attention. If you're a fan of the Dark Souls series, then you know that those games are an exception to that rule. Not only do they provide players with real challenges, but they insist that we invest ourselves into the experience. They are known for their high level difficulties, and I believe Elden Ring will not be any different. But what sets it apart from all those other games? Let's take a sneak peek. But first, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for the latest sneak peeks, ultimate previews of upcoming games. I know how valuable your time is, and my goal is to deliver highly researched and highly edited content because you deserve nothing less. And with that out of the way, let's get back to Elden Ring. Elden Ring is an open-world fantasy action RPG set within the world created by George R.R. Martin and Hideaki Miyazaki. That's right, the creators of Game of Thrones and Dark Souls have teamed together to create Elden Ring. And if that doesn't boost your hype meter to 100, I don't know what will. It's being developed by From Software, published by Bandai Namco, the same company that's bringing you the much anticipated game Blue Protocol. And if you haven't heard of Blue Protocol, just click on the link above for my sneak peek. Elden Ring has a giant open world called the Land Between, and you can explore this world by using your map, which can be populated by acquiring map fragments. Beacons can also be placed on the map and appear in the world for you to see. Now, you can summon a spirit steed and use spirit springs to launch high into the air to make traveling in the game a lot easier. You can also craft in the game by using materials found in the world. And for more challenging encounters, you can summon spirits to assist you in battles. The spirits you summon can vary in type. Summon a spirit with a sword and shield, or a one-handed weapon. You can also use different strategies when tackling on an enemy, or a location such as Stormveil Castle. Skills are not tied to weapons. From Software has mentioned that Elden Ring will have skills. Special moves will not be tied to specific weapons like in Dark Souls 3. You're free to swap between a number of weapons, and you do this by sitting at a site of lost grace, where you can also heal and replenish your healing charges. Miyazaki said in an interview that if you don't stray from the questline very often, we're looking at around 30 hours. But we can't say for sure. We are aiming for a much larger and deeper experience where players can go beyond that playstyle. Now, beyond the 6-man dungeons, there are many small medium-scale dungeon areas as well. Forts, catacombs, caves, mining tunnels, etc. So if you consider the time it takes for players to level up and explore the world, I expect the first playthrough to take longer than 30 hours. The game also has a day-night cycle where trails and certain enemies appear at night. Expect multiple endings and many ways to arrive there. It's one of the features of the game, and the degree of freedom in progressing through the game is much higher than in the Dark Souls series. What's the story about? Rise, Tarnished, and be guided by the grace to brandish the power of the Elden Ring, and become an Elden Lord in the Lands Between. In the Lands Between, ruled by Queen Marika, the Eternal, the Elden Ring, the source of the Erd Tree, has been shattered. Marika's offsprings, demigods, all claim the shards of the Elden Ring known as the Great Ruins, and the mad taint of their newfound strength triggered a war, the Shattering, a war that meant abandonment by the Greater Will. And now the guidance will be brought to the Tarnished, who were spurned by the grace of gold and exiled from the Lands Between. Ye dead who yet live, your grace long lost follow the path to the Lands Between, beyond the foggy sea to stand before the Elden Ring. The question is, who and what is the Tarnished? Simply put, you, the players, are the Tarnished. The Tarnished have been exiled upon losing their blessing that was given to them by the Elden Ring and the Erd Tree, a golden tree that holds source and life in the Lands Between. You and the other Tarnished are called back to the Lands Between after the destruction of the Elden Ring to recover its shards and make it whole again. The Land Between is broken into 6 distinct areas that is overseen by a demigod. Queen Marika's offsprings, the demigods, are warped lords who began as members of a royal and noble family. They now rule their lands with unyielded tainted power granted by the shards of the Elden Ring. They are at war with each other, which is a classic George R.R. Martin story writing. I personally can't wait to see how each demigod was twisted and turned by claiming shards of the Elden Ring. According to Miyazaki, they each inherited a different power or element, so to speak, and each was twisted and warped in its own way, and it brought a tainted strength to each of them. They each fell to madness and fell to ruin in their own individual way. So while there is heroic and mythological elements to them, they are also going to have the very mad, tainted, and deep-seated ruin to them. This tweet confirms what these demigods look like. Elden Ring can also be enjoyed as a co-op. It has player versus player and invasion. You can use stealth gameplay or team up with a friend to take on a boss head on. You can travel together through the catacombs searching for treasures and uncover hidden secrets or hidden rooms. Elden Ring runs on the same Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3 Sicario engine. But don't go thinking that it's the exact same tech from earlier years. Most studios use and iterate the same engine for many years, continuously improving for each released title. The game will be released on February 25th, 2022 on Xbox Series, PS5, Xbox One, PS4, and the PC. Are you looking forward to this game? Comment down below. And if you enjoyed this video as much as I love bringing you my content, press a like and subscribe to the channel for more sneak peeks and ultimate reviews. And as always guys, I appreciate you guys for stopping by my channel. I'm Az, and thanks for watching.